Well, I saw on the cover of Hollywood Reporter that they were making a film for ElfQuest finally, and ElfQuest has been the one comic that I just loved as a kid.
Actually, it's really hard for me to remember a time in my life that I didn't know of ElfQuest. When I was 8 years old, I came across volumes 1, 2, and 3 of ElfQuest, and it was something that, as an 8-year-old girl, I really enjoyed. I shared with some of my friends, but never really had a community to talk to about it.
So I went to Comic-Con that year, and I actually got the chance to meet the ElfQuest creators, Wendy and Richard Pinney. And when I did, Wendy turned to me and said, "Oh my gosh, you look like one of my elves!" And I just tears, and then I hugged her and told her I'd love to be a part of this any way I could, and how much their work meant to me. Then, about this time last summer, I was on Twitter.
I was home up in Vancouver, and I posted a picture of ElfQuest, my favorite panel, and I said, "ElfQuest, anyone?" And my Twitter feed blew up. It's
not really a very well-known comic in the circles that I'd been in before, so to see somebody else that also loved it, had a minor freak-out moment.
And Paula and I joked back and forth via Twitter about casting girls that we knew from the web community who looked strikingly like a lot of girls in the comic book. You know, the story goes on from there when we realized that actually we had the skill set as producers to actually do this and contribute something to this comic book that we loved as little girls.
Ultimately, we decided we wanted to do sort of a setup to give existing fans a peek into the world that they love so much, and hopefully entice new ones to fall in love with it too. I think my favorite parts were the fact that Wendy and Richard got to come to set and recognize particular frames that we were recreating, and especially the last one we were directing with Stephanie's character torturing Kathy Barron's character.
I looked over at Wendy and Richard, and they were crying. This was the first time they had seen their characters come to life, but they had tears in their eyes, and that was a very magical moment for me to know that I had sort of become part of the ElfQuest phenomenon.
The trailer launched April 6th, and I mean, I still feel like it's such a dream. We got to be on panels with the Pinneys at WonderCon and then at Comic-Con.
Yeah, we were a little mobbed at Comic-Con. We couldn't get 5 feet without people taking our pictures as a group. The joy of like kids recognizing us, or like adults, and then having them come over to us and be like, "I donated to your campaign." And I mean, that was really gratifying, because in a couple of cases I was talking to artists that I really admired.
This project couldn't have happened at any other time in history.
Without the existence of Indiegogo, without the existence of Twitter, Facebook, any kind of social media, this just wouldn't be possible.
Incredibly full circle to go from, you know, a few years ago being the audience at this panel to then all of a sudden having a panel with our childhood heroes.
Between the 2 conventions, we were meeting fans left and right, and they were really excited to meet us and thank us for expanding the universe of a series that they have loved for so long.
It's amazing to get to be a part of something that, you know, influenced us as children and our storytelling. 6-year-old me is really